We're less than a month away from the first Republican primary debate, and new polling is giving us a look at where the candidates stand. Doug Luzader joins us from Washington. Doug, we are getting closer to things really heating up here. How are things shaping up in two key primary states?
Well, we have this new Fox Business polling out of South Carolina, one of the first primary states, and Iowa, the first caucus state. And obviously, those two states play a pretty big role here. Perhaps not surprising to anyone that Donald Trump remains firmly in the lead in both of those states. But when you kind of move beyond that, some of this data is pretty interesting. Ron DeSantis is number 2 in Iowa, but he's not in South Carolina. In fact, former Governor Nikki Haley is in second place there. Tim Scott seems to be doing pretty well in both states, but this is really a question of whether any of these candidates can catch up with former President Donald Trump. And they have an opportunity, I suppose, in about a month when this first Republican debate will take place in Milwaukee. So a lot will be at stake for this debate. We don't know at this point who all is going to participate, but this is the big next event in this political cycle.
And let's talk a little bit more about that first debate on August 23rd in Milwaukee. So Trump, DeSantis, and Haley among some of the top contenders in the polls maybe, but have they met the necessary threshold to qualify for the debate in terms of the new criteria?
Yeah, we have a number of criteria that they have to meet. They have to meet a polling threshold. They also have to show that they have widespread support. It's not enough to just finance your campaign yourself, for instance, if you're particularly wealthy. You also have to show that you have a lot of kind of grassroots support, a lot of grassroots donors. So we have a number of these candidates that appear to have met these criteria, but there's a question, for instance, for former President Trump. He meets these criteria. He would qualify for the debate pretty easily, but we don't know at this point whether he's going to participate. He's the front runner. Generally, front runners don't like to debate. There's not much in it for them. So that's still a big question, whether he's going to be on that debate stage.
Yeah, and then I guess the part about would you support the likely nominee? That's been debated as well. Yeah, okay.
And this,
go ahead.
And that's a complicated question for some of these candidates, especially Donald Trump. That's right.
All right, Doug Luzader there in Washington. Thank you so much.